everyone, and welcome to the December Plan with me. So hopefully everyone's having a great Monday and nobody else is sick. My nose is like peeling off, like when you have had a cold for a week and then, yeah, that's basically what's happening. So anyways, I am finally starting to feel better. I have literally been in bed just dying all week. So very excited that I'm on the home stretch for recovery. And yeah, I did 3 COVID tests because I was maybe it's COVID, but they all came back negative. I apparently just have the classic flu. Anyways, if you're here, say hello and let me know you're around. Let me move this up. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm going to assume you can hear me because it's Ecamm and it usually never has any problems. But we are in week 3. So if you have a calendar handy, like I do, this is the, and this is the next year is going to be the first year that I'm not buying them. It is the, sugar paper because I really like them. They're cute. They sit in my little, holder right here at my desk. But honestly, I look at it maybe once or twice a month. I used to look at them all the time, but I really don't need it. So I don't know that I need that. I might just end up using the free calendar, the desk calendar that I get at the grocery store that they give out every year. That could be my new calendar. Anyways, we're officially at the halfway point. Today is December 18th, so I guess we're probably even more, especially if you're going to take next week off, which I strongly encourage for Christmas and to just hang out with your family. If you are Jewish, Hanukkah is over, so maybe this is your busy season, but the nice thing is because we have 2 Mondays in a row that are holidays, it makes the Mondays even better. I don't know why. I think since for whatever reason, sometimes Mondays are just rough, whereas the weekend is this happy time. Even if you love your job, Mondays are still a Monday. So I think that's going to make the next 2 weeks just even better. So if you're new here, 2 things. One, there's a workbook down below in the description. I gave them, usually they're only available to Planner Pixies, but because it's December and I think everything should be free for December, you can get the workbook for free, even without being a member. We're going to do a last week recap. So it's like a Scrum format. So if you've never been to Scrum format, you go over what went well last week and what your one thing is this week that you're going to work on. So in theory, it should be related to your one goal for December. So I'm all about single tasking. And then any tools that are required or any training or anything like that. And then we'll talk about your week and how you can put in what you want to do into your week coming up. So workbook down below. It's the same workbook for every week. So it's like a rinse and repeat week because we're going to do that same Scrum format. And yeah, like I said, I was sick the whole week. And I don't know what anyone says about Zicam, helping it to shorten it. I mean, maybe it did. Maybe I would have been sick even longer. But mostly the Zicam just kind of made, because it basically put zinc inside your nose, which in theory is something that helps prevent the cold. And if you catch it really early, so I was doing Zicam for the whole week, and it mostly made me want to blow my nose, because it makes it all you're oh, there's so much stuff in there. So I don't know how much it really helped. There were a couple days I was able to not blow my nose for a good hour, and then others where I was after a minute I had to blow my nose. So anyways, that's basically all I've been eating all week. And yeah, so I'm going to try to eat real food today because I do feel like I'm finally coming out of it. So book club recap. I did finish all 3 books and did the recaps for all of those. So remember, for 2024, there's no more book club. We're going to move away from book club, mostly because it's not really a core component to making planners. And everybody voted to not have book club, but because I love book club so much, I was like, we're going to keep book club. So this is really more a me thing, so that we even had it this year. I did a bonus book club because and so this happens a lot too. And I still think probably because I am just a big book nerd and I just like summarizing things and want to share them. I read one box at a time. This is by Sarah Williams, and it was just on how to run a book club. And I actually thought it was pretty good. I left the buy link for you. I left the summary for you. You get the slides. There was a workbook that went with it. There was a beginner bundle of Launch Your Box, a packaging sheetly. So if you're thinking about doing a subscription box, you have all of these things for you. I do 100% though think Jessica Principe's planner for subscription box owners is literally the best authority that I've seen on this actual subject. So she has a physical planner, and then this year, so last year that's what I did, and then this year I did the digital planner, which again, I'm glad I did. I loved it. And I just think, don't forget, there are 2 interviews with Jessica. There's one that's on my channel, and then there's another one that's a secret video that's only available to Planner Pixies. So all talking about her planner, all talking about her business. So anything and everything, she knows a lot of stuff. And she's shared it all. Cause I feel like a lot of times with these books, and I felt like this with, I won't say it publicly, but there was another person I mentioned too inside the forum that I paid like $1,000 for her subscription, or it was more than that. I think it was like $1,500 for her subscription box course. And it didn't tell me anything. It was mostly like blog posts. And I was like, well, I can figure this out on my own. I was hoping for like actual real resources and like a step-by-step guide. So I actually found the subscription box planner that Jessica put together 1,000 times more valuable than that $1,500 course. So I'm not even kidding when I say this. If you want to do a subscription box, this like tells you everything you should do, tells you the planning, the marketing, you know, how to get things organized and think about your budget. So yeah. Definitely think that's what you should do if you're thinking about doing that for next year. I also just finished the Planners Pixies catalog. So now that I finished it, I realized, I think someone put a comment asking about the anti-procrastination planner. And I was like, oh, that's right. I did make an anti-procrastination plan. I have made so many things through the years that honestly, there were a couple things I forgot. There's actually a lot of things I forgot. There are some archive things I didn't even put in here, but you still get access to them. So anyways, this is version 1 of the catalog. I will update that this week with other things as I think of them, or as you remind me that I made this planner and or a template and I forgot to put it in there. Like I forgot to put all the wedding invitation templates that you have access to. So that's V1. I just wanted to get it done and out there. And I'll add more things. You have a lot of resources in Planner Pixies. So like, I've never, like everything I do, you have access to. The only thing you don't get in Planner Pixies is Planner Academy. That's it. That's the only thing that's like standalone. And Facebook ads. There's a Facebook ads course that'll be going on sale later this week, but I'll have more information on that like later in the week. But all of these are free inside of Planner Pixies. So I just want to make sure you knew what you had access to. Because sometimes like I join memberships and I'm like, I don't even know what I have access to. There's like so much stuff in here. It's like overwhelming. So, and especially the way Thrive Card is set up, I'm not able to like group things together as well. So hopefully this is very helpful, including the orientations that we always do. But yeah, so this is everything inside of here. I also this week tried a new newsletter format. So I found this from the Secret Owl Society, and I always thought these were kind of hokey, like a big graphic, but more and more I've just found like I see these people sending out these long text emails and I'm like, oh my God, my eyes just glaze over. There's this one copywriter, Ashlyn Carter. I'm sure she's a great copywriter, but every time she sends out an email, because she's a copywriter, it's just so much text and I'm so overwhelmed and I'm like, oh my God, I just don't even have time to read like your War and Peace email. So, excuse me. So let me make this easier. Sorry, clearly I'm not getting that much better. Okay, so if you wanted to get this email as well, you can get the link below. So I made this whole email in Canva, so it's a little different. And then you take this email and then, so each of these chunks are like one little graphic, even though they look like they all cohesively go together. They're all one graphic. You just keep loading images into Flowdesk, and the link, you link the whole graphic, even though there's like one little box that says RSVP now, the whole like graphic is linkable. So anyways, I really like it. It's something new that I'm trying out. I don't know that I'll use it forever, but I'm using it right now for now. So, oh yeah, so it's called the Pretty Email Kit, and it's by these two people whose names I'm so sorry I've forgotten, but I will leave a link in the description if you want to buy it right now. I think it's 50% off just for this month or this week. I just did a Plot With Me session this morning with Molly. We talked about MacGuffins. So I made a slide deck, I made a workbook, I sent out promo emails, and like 4 people showed up. It's so weird because like this is probably my least engaged audience. And it's like one of those audiences where I like so bad want it to happen. Like I just want other authorly people to like hang out with. And it's like literally no, like talking to crickets. So I'm not even sure what the problem is. I don't know if I'm talking about things that people don't care about. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe I just need to give it a little bit longer to see if like it picks up some traction. So that's what's happening on that channel. What else happened? Oh, okay. So that's basically all that happened for the week, which actually was a lot considering how sick I've been. And so what is your one December goal? So at this point, you need to ask yourself, do I even remember what my goal was, right? Because the month has been going and going, and it's possible you're just like doing other things. Maybe you're Christmas shopping. Maybe there's like some new project that you really are more excited about, or your life has changed, or I don't know, or maybe you won the lottery. Who knows? But either way, maybe there's something else you want to do. My goal for this whole month is just Planner Pixies housekeeping. So I hate to leave the year with things lingering that I was supposed to do into the next year. So I'm trying to clean up everything. And part of that was doing the Planner Pixies catalog. And also you need to ask yourself, like, how committed are you? Like, does this align with your overall objective? And for me, this 100% aligns with like, this is the core thing that I wanted to do was create a membership, and I wanted to stop selling planners one-off here and there. I really just wanted to have a community. I wanted to have like an unlimited downloads place, so you didn't have to be like, well, did I buy this one? Did I buy that one? Because some people actually ended up, and this happens to me too, I buy things. There was that one year for Christmas for 2 years in a row for Black Friday. I bought the same thing twice. And I almost bought it the 3rd year in a row if I hadn't like paid attention. Because sometimes you just don't know what you own, right? Especially when it comes to digital assets. So I just wanted to make it easier for people to just have a one-stop shop. So for me, 100% Planner Pixies is like my #1 focus. So I am still very committed to that. So what tools do you need? I just need to not be sick with the flu. So if I was not sick, I wouldn't have so much time spending sleeping and like eating soup. And I don't know, not that eating soup takes up a lot of time, but you know, just being sick has like taken a toll on me. And I don't know why. I don't know if anybody else has this. My anxiety levels go like higher when I'm sick, which doesn't make any sense. Like I should be like resting and recovering. I don't know. Maybe it's because I feel like weaker and I can't go to the store on my own, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just a big baby, but for sure it like just makes everything worse. So anyways, that's all I need for the week. Otherwise, I'm fine. I'm like good to go. But anyways, the point is, if you are not me and you're not sick, you might ask yourself, okay, so if I want to create a new planner, do I need to learn how to use InDesign better? Do I need a template? Do I just need to hire a designer on Upwork to finish this for me? Do I need to buy Planner Academy because I want to learn how to make one from scratch? Do I need to maybe learn how to use Canva? Maybe I'm only going to edit Lisa's Canva templates. Maybe I need to take some more Canva lessons. You know, whatever it is, or maybe you need to just hire someone to do some branding. Maybe you just don't want to know what your overall brand look and feel needs to be. So all of that is something that you need to ask yourself, because if you're not able to move forward, like I truly believe we all wake up and we want to get things done and we want to get things accomplished. And if we're not able to, it's not because we're lazy. It's usually because there's an underlying root cause. Like maybe, like, so for example, I have not updated the website in like forever. And that's because of 2 things. One, I kept thinking there was a faster solution with AI. I've talked about this before. I think it's a waste of time. 2, I don't know how to use Squarespace, but I desperately knew I wanted to switch over. And so I just haven't been watching the tutorials. And so that's all on me, right? That's my fault. And honestly, the courses that I bought are already outdated because I bought them before the Fluid Editor came out. And so it was kind of like a wait and see, like, should I just wait and see if they update the course? And there was one course, I think it was Louise Henry's course. Not only has she never updated it in the last year, she also just like went radio silent, and she said nothing about the course. So when Fluid Editor came out first, like over a year ago, she was like, oh yeah, I'm going to update it. And then now she just keeps pushing her other courses, and it's not even for sale anymore on her site. So I'm wondering if she's just going to archive it. So again, it's her business. It's her thing. It's unfortunate that I bought it because I did find it kind of useful, but then Squarespace got updated. So now it's not useful anymore because nothing works again. So you just need to ask yourself, do you not have the right tools? You need to buy a new tool. So I need to buy a new tool on how to learn how to use Squarespace. So that's that. So the next part is you just need to say, well, what does my week look like? Can I fit this in? Am I being unrealistic? If I say I am going to, I don't even know, put together a new planner this week. Do I not really have that time? Because I'm single with no kids, but what if I had kids and I had to prep for Christmas or I had to go home for the holidays and put up a tree and I had to buy presents and wrap them, right? All of that would just mean that I do not realistically have time to do any work because I have to do family kid stuff. So, you need to look at your schedule and see what's going on. So how I look at my schedule is I don't want to stop myself from thinking of tasks that I need to do. So every single task I need to do, whether it is for a planner project or it is for the YouTube AuthorTube channel that nobody watches, I'm still doing stuff. I will put it into ClickUp and group it together underneath that project. Now, when do I actually do it? So every morning I pull up Llama Life, which I really like this app because I tried using Sama, and I explained this last time. It's just it didn't really work. You put things in the Google Calendar, but the time would come and go and I wouldn't do it. Whereas Llama Life is more fluid. So that morning I just pick tasks from ClickUp that I want to work on. I put them into Llama Life. I estimate how long they're going to take. And then I just start a timer. And it tells me, okay, I start working on this task. I thought it would take 10 minutes, but at 10 minutes I hear a ding. And I'm like, okay, well, let me reset that. And I reset that from 10 minutes to 30 minutes. And then at that 30-minute mark, then I know, hey, this really was going to take an hour, and it pushes everything down for me. So it calculates that I have 4 other tasks that are going to take, say, an hour each. And all of a sudden, if it's 4 p.m., it'll tell me, okay, at this point, even if you start working on these, you'll be working until 8 p.m. And that's assuming my time estimates were correct, right? So what I could do is I could shut it off for the day, because usually sometimes I'm sick, and then wake up the next morning, and then it will reset the times based on when I start working on that first task, and it'll tell me when I'm going to be done for the day. So I just like it 1,000 times better. It just helps so much more with planning. So what am I doing this week? So for my priorities for this week, so here were the priorities for last week, and I got some of them done, not all of them. Advanced InDesign, honestly, that's probably going to be on the back burner because I'm doing 2 more live streams, so you can join me tomorrow. I like to do an end of year cleanup. So I have a recording, but sometimes it's just more fun to watch it live. So if you join me back here at 10 a.m. Pacific tomorrow, we're going to do an end of year cleanup. And then for Wednesday at 10 a.m., we're going to do the digital declutter challenge. So it's going to be just a mini part of the challenge. The whole challenge is inside of Planner Pixies, but I think it's day 1 and 3 of the digital declutter has slides. So we'll do that together on Wednesday. And then on Tuesday, we'll do the end of year cleanup. And then I also need to do client work. I have a YouTube video that is due, a TikTok video that's due, and some thumbnails I need to create for a client. And then for Pretty Fabulous, I am going to watch some Squarespace tutorials like I was just talking about. I want to finish the pet planner pop-up shop, and I want to do the freebies page. So those are things that are on my priority list for this week. And again, it all goes back to that one overall goal, which is cleaning up housekeeping for Planner Pixies, and obviously updating the catalog, which probably, honestly, now that the version 1 is out, I'm going to let it sit for a while, and then I probably won't come out with a new catalog till February. And then for Cozy Club Getaway, we do have a 1-on-1 concierge calls. One got rescheduled to tomorrow. And for the market, we still have 6 slots left out of 10. And honestly, I don't know. We should be doing some marketing. Molly and I haven't done any marketing or talking about it because I've been so sick. We just definitely put that on the back burner. So those are my plans for the week. And stretch goals, like if everything like gets done and I find myself with all this extra time, which would be wonderful, then I'm going to work on the Cozy Club Getaway website, which is not done. I haven't even started. Make some YouTube videos, and I keep planning Card Deck 101, which I have not done. So those would be nice to do too. I don't know if they'll happen. Again, they're called stretch goals. However, in theory, next week is, this is tomorrow. Next week is a longer week because we won't meet again until Tuesday. So remember, next week, not that you'll forget, Monday is Christmas Day. So Sunday's Christmas Eve. It's my favorite day. That's when I celebrate Christmas. Monday is Christmas Day. And then Tuesday, I will see you back here for another Plan With Me. So it's a very short week. And then after that, we have the big January 1 Plan With Me, and that will happen on Monday, January 1st. It's a holiday, but it's a holiday I think we should do a Plan With Me session with. So that's the big one. That's going to be like 2 hours. So hopefully I won't be coughing at all, and I'll be totally well for that. But yeah, so in theory, maybe those stretch goals will work out because we have that extra day. Because I will probably work on Christmas Day, honestly. But that's just me. Not saying you should do that, but if you want to, that's totally fine. And then don't forget, I'll see you tomorrow for the end of year cleanup, and I'll see you on Wednesday for the digital declutter challenge, but just 2 of those days, just day 1 and day 3, because those are on slides. The rest are on video. And then what you should do is you should open up your workbook, recap what you did last week, just to like make yourself feel like, okay, the week wasn't a total waste. Like I got some stuff done. Revisit your 1 December goal. I mean, it's a great time to change it. And then determine any tools that you need or learning or courses or anything else that needs to happen to like make you more productive. And then 4th, plan out your week. So hopefully that was helpful and inspiring to you today. And again, I hope nobody's sick. I know the flu is going all around, but you could be one of the lucky ones that doesn't get it. I mean, the flu's been going around for, I don't know, forever. And this is the first time I've had the flu in 8 years. So hopefully that makes you feel better. Like, not everybody gets the flu just because people say it's going around. And I'm not even sure how I got, everyone always thinks it's because of the gym, because, you know, with my anxiety, I pretty much never leave the house except to go to the gym. So yeah, maybe I got it from the gym, but I will still keep going to the gym. I'm not going to not go to the gym. I know some of my friends who've like quit their gym memberships because they're afraid of getting COVID were like, you should quit the gym. And I was like, I'm not quitting the gym just because I got the flu once. And I mean, and honestly, that's pretty good for getting the flu once in 8 years. I think I'll take my chances with going to the gym. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful and fabulous day. And I don't think there were any questions or anything. Vertel, hello. Jorgensen, hi. Amber, Karen, I can't even figure out Canva Pro. I know Canva is hard. Card Deck 101 would be cool. Awesome. All right. I will talk to everybody tomorrow. So I will be back tomorrow if you have any other questions. And otherwise, I will see everybody inside of, where will I see everyone? I'll see everyone inside of the forum Heartbeat. All right. Bye, everyone.